Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy, the Anime Owl here, coming back at you with part 2 of Naruto New Beginnings, which is a fanfiction on Wattpad that if you would like to read for yourself, the link in the description will bring you there. Other links in the description will bring you to the Instagram, Discord, and I believe Twitter as well. If you want to hit me up, please do so on Discord, but Instagram should be fine. I just have to figure out how to log back into my account. Also, this part will kick off something that I'm going to call the week of 2K. Something just kind of corny. If you're part of the live stream, you know that I have a very special agenda planned for the rest of this week, and I'm hoping that you guys are looking forward to it and are pumped because there is going to be a lot, and I'm looking to do a lot of cool things for the 2,000 subscriber kind of special, but not just one video, if that makes sense. Other than that, like, comment, and subscribe. I respond to all comments, heart all comments, like all comments, and I genuinely appreciate them. Honestly, I cannot thank you guys enough for the support. Also, the support on the live was amazing. I've been trying to live stream a little bit more, usually kind of at night. If you pop in, I answer questions, and I try my best to respond to comments, just as I do on videos. So, yeah, without rambling too much, and I apologize for the rambling, but, yeah, I think we're just gonna cue the intro. Alright, so without too much delay, let's just hop right on into the video. The day started off as any other. Naruto and Kushina got ready, ate breakfast, picked up Minato, and hung out until they got a mission request. It was about 9 a.m., and a sunny morning at that. The hustle and bustle of Konoha was just starting to arise, when, all of a sudden, emergency intercom. Alert, this is not a drill. Level 2 lockdown is to be carried out, and all able-bodied shinobi are to report to their posts and receive the information necessary. As it was put on repeat, Naruto, Minato, and Kushina all reported to the mission assignment area where they met Joro-sensei. Joro, the land of fire's border has been violated by Iwagakure. I have just received our mission. We are to assist the 32nd Battalion at the northwest part of the border. We're being attacked. That was Naruto, by the way. Minato. So, does this mean another nation in the war? Maybe. Yes, we are at war with Iwa, so we are to do all we can to help our village. Minato, Naruto, and Kushina responded with Roger, and Joro said, move out. Joro? That's cool. As the team crossed the final ridge that led to their destination, they heard a loud explosion, which then followed by a large smoke cloud. After that, they heard metal clashing and screaming. They moved in. Let's go! As they arrived to the source of noise, they were too late as they saw burnt corpses of Leaf Shinobi along with a squad of Iwa Shinobi. Joro was the first to react, shooting a fire dragon at the Iwa Nin, taking out 3 of them in the process. The last 3 leaped at Joro but were stopped midway by a gale palm, which missed by only a few inches. Iwa Nin number 1. Oh look, a couple of brats. This should be easy. Kushina, don't underestimate your opponent. Water style, water pistol. As 3 small spheres of water shot from Kushina's fingers, they made impact with one of the shinobi's legs, which only caused him to get enraged. As he ran to Kushina, kunai in hand, Minato threw a shuriken which implanted itself in the Iwa Nin's neck, torso, and groin. Blood sprayed on Kushina's face as the ninja fell right next to her. That is very graphic. Ah! She screamed, basically. Naruto finished the last of the shinobi with a lightning arrow. As their heads flew off their bodies, the blood went all over the place. Naruto looked at what he just did, and puked. On the rest of the trip to the outpost, Joro told the team that it was normal for a shinobi to kill an enemy if it means protecting your village and your loved ones. As they arrived to the outpost, they saw a short chunin with a clipboard. Name and team number, please. Uchiha Joroname, Uzumaki Naruto, Namikaze Minato, and Uzumaki Kushina. Team number 7. Okay, go to the armory tent and get the proper armor and weapon. We head out in an hour, and your tent number is 45. Okay, so this guy is Joronami Uchiha. So he's an Uchiha. Cool. As they went to the armory, they were equipped with heavy-duty gray flak jackets with arm protectors. The vests included thick black long sleeves, which protected against heat and shrapnel. And it also came with black gloves and a metal face mask that protected them from poison gas. Alright everyone, listen up. You're going to see death, decay, and destruction. You're going to kill people and see people get killed. But you're doing it for your village, to protect your people. Now split up and get to the rendezvous point. It's at the ravine on the north side of the battlefield. Now our goal is to stop the evil forces from coming across the province. We are now a part of this 32nd Battalion. The estimated size of the Iwagakure shinobi force are about the size of a brigade. Yes, we are outnumbered, but this is our nation and we know how to navigate it. We won't be a part of the large-scale battle, but we instead will ambush a supply convoy and then meet back at the watch house in the Shoto forest. Once we meet back up, we will go and explosives around the Iwagakure field operations base. I'm assuming he means set explosives, or she. I don't know. I never asked. He or she. Set explosives around the Iwagakure field operations base. Once everything is said and done, we will head back to the outpost. Kushina, Minato, and Naruto all responded with they got it. Naruto's point of view. Wow, this is what war's like. I actually killed someone. I wonder how this will end. Minato's point of view. Another conflict for a generation, huh? Well, then again, we are still at war with Kumo and the Minority Nations Alliance faction. What is this, the 12th year of the Second Great Ninja War? It doesn't look like it'll end anytime soon, especially now that Iwa's involved. Kushina's point of view. I don't want to kill anyone, but I will if I have to. As the battalion moved out... I'm sorry guys, it's late. As the battalion moved out of the outpost, the team split up from the main forces and went to complete their mission. They took a vantage point on the two hills that stood on each side of the road. Minato, Naruto, and on one side, Kushina and Joro on the other side. Once the flickering of a flashing light came, Joro and Kushina's side, they moved into position, Naruto going to the base of the road and igniting the explosions. The first two wagons exploded and the one in the back had caught fire. Lightning style, shockwave. As a wave of blue lightning graced the convoy, multiple small explosions went off and a lot of bodies fell. Naruto jumped out of the ditch he was in, and behind him 70 shadow clones came slicing through the lines of shinobi like butter. Naruto still wasn't used to the aroma of death in the air, so he had a gag reflex, but pushed whatever was about to come up right back down. The ambush was over and successful, as Jodo-sensei had sent a messenger bird to the outpost to let them know of the completion of the first step. Team 7 arrived at the Shoto watch house relatively fast. So what do we do here? We get the rest of our supplies. Minato, you get the summoning seal. Kushina, you get the kunai launcher, and Naruto, you get the bombs, and store them in a storage seal. As the team reached the field operations base, it was on the bottom of a tall mountain, and it was littered with hundreds of Iwa shinobi. The layout of the base was a medical ward. On the right side of the entrance, then an artillery area, which had 5 large metal guns pointed at the air. I didn't know they had guns. Something like maybe kunai launchers or some shit like that. I don't know. I'm sorry, excuse my language. At the front of there was 2 watchtowers on each side. In the middle stood a circular metal building, which was the HQ of the entire area. Behind it stood about 300 tents with shinobi scattered around. Then next to it, there was a large tent which had an armory. But the thing that stuck out the most was the rock house with bars for windows that stood toward the tall metal fence which surrounded the base. This base is massive. Joro, okay Naruto, set the gas bombs at the side of the gate near the prison. Then take the rest at the armory and medical ward. And the biggest one goes in the middle, on the building in the middle. Minato, go about 500 feet to the north, and when you see the red flare, activate the jutsu. Kushina, come with me and set up a post on the ledge. As they set out, Naruto slipped past the first Jonin and ran to the back of the prison and set the smoke bombs. He then moved on to the armory, when he saw a girl about his age walking out. She had an Iwa Chunin uniform on. Naruto palmed the kunai and went to stab the girl. It was fast and clean. Naruto... Boy, he just murdered this girl in cold blood. Fast, clean. Literally, fast and clean. Alright, bro. I'm sorry, let me continue. Naruto dragged the now lifeless corpse back to the back of the armory, and put the small metal balls on top of the fuel can. He then moved on to the medical ward, where he crawled under the tent and placed the paper bomb under the bed of an unconscious Iwa Nin. He then moved to the middle building and set the firebomb seal on the side door of the building. Once he doubled back to the fence, he got a small bottle out of his pouch and poured what was oil on the foils of the fence. He then looked up at the ledge, which was now occupied by 2 people. With the kunai launcher, he gave the hand sign, and a wisp sound filled the air as multiple smaller versions of kunais let out from metal tubes that were called a kunai launcher. Multiple screams could be heard as the kunais ripped through flesh and bone, landing in eye sockets, torsos, legs, arms, heads, chest, feet. You name it, it hit it. A hailstorm of metal rained down on the operation base, killing dozens at a time. Naruto shaped his hands in a ram sign, and an explosion went off. Everywhere, near the armory, there was a fiery ball of death engulfing whatever it touched. Sirens sounded and shinobi rushed out of their position, only to either be shot down or blown away from the explosions. Naruto then ignited the oil, and a big hole burned in the fence. He then pulled the strings connecting to the smoke bomb, and out came 1,000 more Narutos. Wow. All I'm saying is, bro, when you think of, like, ninjas, like, when you think of just straight up ninjas, like, fucking, not Naruto ninjas, but just ninjas, bro. This is what you're thinking of. Sneaking into places, blowing things up. Not really blowing things up, but sneaking into places, assassination style. Just one small prick to the neck and you're dead. This is what you think of. I don't know if you guys are enjoying this, but I'm actually enjoying this plenty. This is a fun read. Let's continue. Joro's point of view. The power of the Uzumaki bloodline still frightens me. As Joro shot the red flare up, a big puff of smoke came up in the air, and out came a large jaguar. They have jaguars? Wow. Which held a carved sword. This jaguar has a sword that had been completely taken over by blue flames. Wait, is that the second? No, the one tails? The zombie? Something like that? Is that the one tail? Two tail? No, the one tail Shukaku. The 2 tails, the Hanbi? What is it called? Let me Google this. Alright, the 2-tailed beast is the Matabi. The Matabi. Yeah, the Matabi. It's the blue like cat animal with 2 tails. It's got blue fire. The Matabi. As the jaguar poofed out of existence, Minato felt something coming towards him. As he jumped out of the way, a spear of rock came out of a tree canopy, and a white-haired woman with slim body features said, Well, I finally caught some prey," as she snickered, revealing a face covered by a gas mask that had the Iwa symbol indented on the forehead of the mask. "Minato, your comrades are gone. Now scram before you join them." "Comrades, you say?" "They were just a bunch of rockheads and jocks." As a laugh echoed throughout the clearing, Minato sped towards her. He was stopped in his tracks by something warm and sticky. Tar. He felt a hard punch connect with his face, loosening up his front tooth. Damn, he lost a tooth. And then followed by a kick to the gut and a backhand to the cheek. She is not pulling punches on this brother. Then the masked woman jumped back, and from her palm came a small fiery ball. She then launched it at Minato, but he bent down just enough for it to miss him by a centimeter. Another one came, but this time Minato threw an explosive to counter the next fireball. But the third one he planned to counter it with a water bullet. He then noticed his chakra had been drained by the tar he was stuck in. Damn, I guess this is it, he thought, as he prepared for what was to come. But then, lightning style, voltage! A large lightning bolt hurled toward the woman, forcing her to jump, deactivating the jutsu that threatened Minato's life. "Come on, Minato, get out of dreamland. We're at war, remember?" As he broke the dried tar, Minato felt his knees. "I'm burnt out, man. Whew! Just go meet back up with Joro-sensei and Kushina. I got her." "You sure? You said you were burnt out, so you'd only be getting in my way." "I guess so. Be safe, Naruto." As Minato leapt away from the fray of battle, Naruto activated his one-tail cloak. Oh, whoa. Let me check something real quick. 12 minutes in. Alright, guys. I think we're going to finish this chapter, and then, it's actually 1 a.m. my time. So, it's late at night. And I really wanted to get this video for y'all as a thank you for 2,000 subscribers. I didn't make a video specifically addressing it. However, if you want me to, I will. Thank you. Honestly, I'm going to keep saying thank you forever. Alright, let's continue. As Minato leapt away from the fray of battle, Naruto activated his one-tailed cloak. I've been dying to try this out on someone, and just my luck I ran into you. Alright, the author's note says, Naruto's personality is more like Memma's personality. By now, as he has seen the horrors of war and has no choice but to adapt. If you didn't watch Road to Ninja, then I'll dumb it down. He's basically a more cheerful version of an early Academy Sasuke. He's serious when he needs to be, but still goofy in his moments. I feel like that's more Minato. Personally. This is just my personal opinion. Is that is kind of like Minato. Because Minato knew when to turn it on, like serious shinobi mode, when he needed to turn it on. And he, was fun-loving character when he was a fun-loving character, Whatever. Iwanin. The Nine-Tails Jinchuriki. Wait, you can let me run. I won't tell anyone there was a leaf shinobi in the area. Naruto activated a new jutsu that he had created. It was like Kakashi's purple lightning, but dark red and as powerful as the Chidori. Naruto, lightning style, lightning spear! As the spear shredded through the woman's heart, her mask fell off, revealing a girl no older than 17 years old. Naruto deactivated the cloak and went to catch up with Minato and the rest. Did you finish the woman that fast? Not a woman, a girl. She was only 17. Joro, don't feel guilty, Naruto. If you didn't get rid of her, she would have went to report the change in unit movement and our true intentions would have been revealed. Our true intentions? Yes, we cut off you with supply routes so that now the remains of their forces will flee back to this area only to be crushed where they stand, leaving a flank open, lowering Iwa's chances of invading again. We just saved a land of fire, Naruto. I guess that's a good way to put it. Kushina patted Naruto on the back. I'd rather have the enemy's numbers cut down by 1 than having the only family I have left being killed. Thanks. As they headed back to the outpost, they saw loads of shinobi, either battered, bruised, in a body bag, or bandaged up. Then there was a line of Iwa's POWs, prisoners of war, by the way, if you don't know what that acronym means, walking towards the holding area. Later that night, Naruto was asleep, and he was replaying the day in his head. All the blood, screams, dead bodies, grim-faced ninjas, and even the face of that girl he had killed. Her white hair swayed in the air, and her face showed shock. Naruto woke up in a cold sweat and checked his hand for blood. Damn it. Naruto walked to a small pond near the tent area. He sat on a log and started to slightly cry as he looked at his hand and flashed back to the bloody corpses of his enemies. Jodo-sensei called them his enemies, but all Naruto could think about was someone's father, mother, sister, brother, lover, best friend, son, or daughter was killed by his hand. And then he heard a twig break. On instinct, he threw a kunai at the area and heard the noise. There was a clash of metal, and then 3 kunai launched in his direction. He jumped and dodged and threw 10 shuriken, but missed. He splashed the pond and scanning the area for the source of the attack, when a shadow blurred in his view and delivered a swift punch, but Naruto easily blocked and kicked the figure to his side. A wail of pain was heard, and then the figure disappeared and reappeared behind him. A large fireball was launched at him, but he countered with a large water bullet. The 2 jutsu clashed and canceled out. Then he saw the figure out of the corner of his eyes. 2 blazing red tomoe eyes analyzing Naruto. As his eyes went slit, like he sped to the figure, kneeing it in the stomach. Naruto heard a grunt, which confirmed the hit. He saw a fist covered in flames. One moment, and the next he was looking at the figure in the air. As Naruto launched an air palm at the figure on the ground, a stream of fire was shot out of the air palm, making it directly back to Naruto. Shadow Clone Jutsu. As a shadow clone popped up into existence, only to be annihilated by the attack that was intended for Naruto. Lightning Spear. As the red lightning crackled inches away from the figure's face, Naruto flashed back to the girl he had killed with his jutsu just hours earlier. He deactivated it, landed on the ground, and jumped back. State your status. Uchiha Kiyome, female, 13, Konoha Gakure Genin, field medic, team number 3, member of the 32nd Battalion. State your status. The girl had a slim body, build, and long black hair that went to the middle of her back. She had raven-colored eyes that glimmered in the moonlight. She wore a tight-fitting black top which went up to her neck and down to her waist, along with gloves that matched her top. She wore a long black skirt that went to her lower thigh and was fastened at the waist by a waistband. She had a katana on her back and 2 weapons pouches on the back end of her waist, along with 1 kunai holster. She didn't wear the Konoha Field Army uniform and her headband, so she was off duty. Uzumaki Naruto, male, 13, Konoha Gakure Genin, Demolition and Espionage Unit, Team Number 7, member of the 32nd Battalion. We're in a war zone, for crying out loud. You can't go around fighting your comrades. You snuck up on me. And you're the one who threw the kunai. After they were done bickering, Kiyome asked the blonde, so why are you here? I saw my first dead body, and my body count went from 0 to maybe around 30 in just one day. Well, that's not counting the people in the Iwa field base. Wait, that was your team? You're a hero. Now Konoha has a safe passage to go through and attack Iwa. Yeah. Well, I remember the first person I had to kill. It was around the time Kumo started really sizing up on the smaller nations, and we had to intervene. It was in a land of woods, and my squad was surrounded by Kumo-nin. My teammate died sacrificing herself for me. That's how I got these eyes. Everything's kind of a blur after that, but I remember being on a tree and looking at all the dead Kumo shinobi. I remember thinking that they died a gruesome death. They said I did it, that I had killed the Kumo-nins. What about you? Well, when we got the alert about the border attack, we set out for this outpost on our way. Here we encountered this Iwa squad of 6. My team took out 4 and I took out 2. I remember seeing how their heads fell off their bodies. After at the convoy, I took out the Iwa nin there, and then I had to eliminate an Iwa guard at the field base. It was quick and clean, but death is death. The one I remember the most was the white-haired girl in the forest. I killed her with a lightning spear. I could still see her face. So that's why you hesitated earlier with that lightning spear. Yeah, let me give you some advice. If you plan on living past this war, then don't hesitate again. The next time you use that jutsu, it'll be on the battlefield, got it? Yeah, and as for the nightmare, just splash cold water in your face and talk to someone about it. How did you... This isn't my first time in a war zone. I know the process. Let me walk you back to the tent. Sure. As Naruto and Kiyomi... I feel like this is going to be a cool relationship, hopefully. As Naruto and Kiyomi got back to the outpost, they headed to the tents where Joro-sensei was sitting outside on a log around the bonfire. Oh, Naruto, there you are. I got worried for a second. Next time, let me know when you're headed on a date. As Joro gave a sly grin, the 2 genin blushed at the comment. It wasn't a date. We just met by coincidence. By the looks of it, she's an Uchiha. You got good taste in women, Naruto. As Naruto turned his head to hide his blush, Kiyomi introduced herself. I'm Uchiha Kiyomi. Nice to meet you, Uchiha-san. As Kiyomi bowed, Joro told her there was no need for clan formalities because we're all just leaf shinobi here, no matter what our heritage is. Well, it's nice to meet you both. And Naruto, if you ever need to talk, my tent number is 85. Thanks, Kiyomi. See you around. As Kiyomi walked off, Naruto noticed that she was relatively developed for a 13-year-old. Naruto, get some rest. We have border patrol in the morning. And Naruto, some advice. Uchiha women are feisty, so be careful with that one. Naruto blushed, but just ignored the advice and headed into the tent to go to sleep. Alright guys, that is the end of the chapter. The author messaged me and told me that the chapters were going to get longer as the story went on, which is most definitely true, because in the first episode we cleared through 4 chapters, but now we're going about a chapter an episode. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'm really hoping to continue this series on, as well as the other series. I think it's, personally, I'm enjoying having more series running because I can kind of split my interests and enjoy the process of making all the videos. This video is not the only video that should be coming out today, unless something gets in the way or sidetracks me. Then there will be 2 videos today. This one will probably be coming out in the morning. The next one will probably be coming out in the evening. It is 1 a.m. right now. I'm about to go to bed, guys. I'm sorry if this video was a little shorter. How long is it? 22 minutes. I apologize that this video is a little shorter, but alas, I hope you enjoyed. Story link in the description. Also, Instagram and Discord links in the description. Hit me up over there if you have a story you want me to read or something that you want me to do, or if you just want to message me, hit me up, play some games or something. Do so on Discord. Also, I will be live streaming more often now. I'm hoping to get more active in that. I really enjoy responding to your comments live and having conversations with you. It's kind of like a chill session. You know, we were chilling. I was just chilling with the guys today. Like, that's basically what it is. Guys, girls, whatever. Just chilling with the subs. That's basically what it is. I really enjoy doing that. And yeah, I'm hoping to do live readings also if you're interested in that or want to watch that on the live streams. So yeah, without continuing to get sidetracked, like, comment, subscribe. I respond to all comments, heart all comments, like all comments when I see them. I genuinely appreciate them. I thank you guys for 2,000 subs, and I hope you guys enjoy. Continue to watch the series on my channel. And without further ado, this is your boy, the Anime Ambu, and I am out. Deuces.